test stream today, try to see if I can get some of these settings figured out, as I had some nice free time to get some Donkey Kong in. Basic, kind of adjusted randomizer seed I currently have. It's just a few different settings are changed. They're not normally like the standard ones, but it's one I kind of like to do casually, so I think it would be a good setup. Let me see if I'm still streaming anymore. Yep, quick sync AB1. Yeah, is it showing any like issues at all so far? We'll get into the game and test around. There was a bit of issues that this emulator was giving me earlier. On top of all things, it has a little bit of a micro stutter, which can just like kind of mess with your camera a bit. You may kind of see it, but I'm just gonna roll with it for now. I'll figure it out another time. It's not like the end of the world. Also, let me know if my microphone is a little too low. I have it close to me, but it could be picking up the white noise machine. So if you've never seen the randomizer before, essentially you can either choose upgrades that you start with, or it's like completely random. What I normally like to do is I'll put it into like a randomizer in itself to see what basic starting moves I start with. So like everything that's highlighted I do have. A lot of times I'll just pick like the easiest ones to get out of the way, like climbing and stuff like that, just so there's more access to the beginning areas, because sometimes you can get stuck in very frustrating areas without them. But I currently don't have swimming, but I do have fine swimming. What's nice as well is I can actually continue playing with the RAFnet adapter while I am tabbed out into another program. Like currently I'm looking at OBS to see if everything's alright, if the light's picking up well. After YouTube has been telling me that the bitrate's been too low, it's now telling me that it's extremely high. Alright, so good to know, it's just YouTube kind of being a little funky, so we can roll with it. So in this randomizer run, I have gone to like the harder kind of version, where you have to collect a random item more than what bee locker essentially requires. So instead of, let's say, golden bananas, it requires like photos of fairies or stuff like that. So usually I try to go to this first area, see if there's anything worthwhile. Swap over to Tiny, get some bananas. I believe I should have Cranky Kong unlocked. Also, I threw on some extra settings just to mess around with that I normally don't do. Like, I wanted to see how the crosshair stuff looked, because there's a bunch of accessibility settings and stuff like that that are really cool. Like, for example, you can, if you have it, she has it, you equip your gun, you can actually get like an outline to your crosshair, which is pretty cool. This run is also insanity, so like instead of like you just getting bananas and items from normal areas, they can be inside enemies, and usually they're kind of like glowing like this. So, yep, the punks can give you items too. So a good example is shell. I need a banana metal instead of an actual banana. I'll come back to you later for that. There we go, that's what the crosshair looks like now. I'm not the biggest fan on it, but I do appreciate that it's there. Also, I have enabled that bananas are throughout the main DK aisle as well. Because I always, as a kid, I always wanted the DK aisle to kind of have something, and it was really cool the fact that they added it. Thank you. There we go. Do I sound better now? Also, you're good. I had figured you're kind of doing some work stuff, so I was kind of just yapping. this sounds any better. You don't have to reply immediately, obviously. I'm going to kind of just do some more yapping in the meantime. So something cool with the bananas is the fact that when you collect a certain amount of normal colored bananas, you'll actually unlock stuff. In the standard run, sometimes it can actually unlock like being frozen and like taking damage from that and stuff like that, but I disabled that just because it was like I'd have so many times where I'd get frozen and die at the worst spots. So for this, I'm just kind of just doing it casually. Still quiet? Okay, let me... There we go. Any better? I see it's starting to peak a little bit in the red, but I think that may be good. Let me see. Let me see if I can just make this closer to me. Let's see if turning it at all changes the output on it. This makes it look like it's a little bit more. So I'll leave it like this. I'll see how you see. At some point, it would be cool to kind of figure out how to do like the noise lowering thing. That kind of like I think Vinny does it, but it would be cool to kind of see if I get that. I probably wouldn't have it too low, just like low enough that it would like make the audio a little bit more clear. Good to know. Let's see. Let me test this again. Okay, I kind of see. I see what you mean. Thank you, Merc, for that. For when it comes to the audio stuff, I am not the best at it, which is funny considering my dad did light and sound his entire life. Ah, okay, is that what it's called? Neat. There we go. Yeah, that's understandable. I thought, because I was lowering it earlier before the stream, because oh my god, this game blew my ears out when I first loaded it up. So this is actually like, I'd say about like 40% quieter than what it was when I first started it. But good to know it was still loud. Okay, good to know. Let's see, what do I currently have it as? I currently have it for the audio -5.1, and then my mic is at -0.4. Ooh, okay, good to know. At least when I stream with like N64 or like something that has a controller, I think this is like the perfect setup. I'm also using the RAFnet with the new controller and joystick as he had gotten me. It's pretty nice so far. I think this joystick definitely works way better for platformers, because I can easily kind of like do little spins and stuff like that, and it's not as much of like a worry about having like perfect aim. Put some titanium for another 2 or 3. Let's see. Okay, good to know. I was just kind of reading up on it a little bit, but that's really good to know. I appreciate you. Yeah, nothing. Ooh, got diving finally. So his upgrade wasn't well worth it either. Let's see if she did something. So I'm gonna try to pop this chat out so I can have it over here so I can see it better. And make sure it doesn't mess up OBS at all. Alright, cool. I ended up figuring this was gonna be like a way better game to stream instead of like Doom. Because I was like Doom's a lot more, you have to be focused on everything, and especially for being kind of my first time through the Golden Souls, I wouldn't have time to like focus on getting this stuff actually set up. Something I love about this mod in particular, that you can even just play like through vanilla, is the fact that you can have it where you collect each other's Kong's collectibles, so you don't have to worry about running back or even swapping to other characters for it. Like, I think that's just such an amazing feature to have for the people who don't want to have to do that. There we go. Perfect. Something I definitely want to grab is a, like a mic arm. Because this works great right now, but I would definitely like to have where, like, I don't have to have, like, my head tilted. Hey, thank you, Etsy. I'm glad to finally have some time to be able to actually sit down and test the live stream with nothing going on. I love the fact that the whole, like, Ramby mechanic is used for exactly this area and this area only. You don't see them at all after this. Besides the end game's barrels, but that's about it. I hope you're doing well, Adsy. Anything in here? Also, since you had joined in the stream a little bit later, so what this is this is the Donkey Kong 64 randomizer I was talking about. I have a little bit of settings changed around compared to what either, like, the runners do or, like, a general speed run. Or not speed run, just like a general randomizer run. Just a kind of fun alternative that I've made, where it's like certain things are acquired earlier, just so, like, the runs can get started a little faster. And then I have, like, where the main island you can collect bananas where normally in the original game you can't. And some things are randomized. You gotta find, like, the shop owners and stuff like that. And then also, instead of, like, collecting bananas, like golden bananas from, like, mini games and stuff like that, you can actually find them inside enemies themselves, which is a really fun, fast-paced alternative to unlocking stuff. Right now I have not put, like, the most thought into the gameplay, just because I'm kind of fun messing around, getting everything set up. So, like, that enemy, for example, one's normally not there, but now he drops an actual rare item instead of just normal health pieces. Also, something really cool about this emulator that's tailor-made for, not the emulator itself, but the settings that's tailor-made for DK64, is the fact it retains its same, like, frame rates and stuff as, like, the original game. Ooh, hell yeah, I don't gotta worry about that now. So, it's kind of like this, in a sense, the closest to get to a, like, OEM. But at the same time, you can still have your, like, your perks of, like, having the higher resolution and other in-game settings and stuff like that. But something really cool as well is the mod actually fixes a lot of the frame rate issues that the base game has. Because at times it can kind of get to like a PowerPoint almost, especially with how like big these levels are. Also, it's really nice too, and one of the reasons why I recommend playing the mod over the base game too is if you just have it as normal, you can even have like where you disable a lot of the annoying stuff, like the in-game timers. So I don't think I have it set for this one, but there's some areas that have like an extremely strict time limit or just like an annoying time limit that doesn't add anything except misery, and you can actually have it disabled, which is really cool. Keeps rolling. There we go. Oh, my favorite. I think that's just about everything I can do in this first room at the moment.
Okay.
So exit back to the island. Now what's really cool is you can keep track of everything that you've currently collected, or like power-ups you've collected, all through these extra little menus they've added. So this will just show you everything in total that you either gained or like leveled up with. This is the base one that comes in the base game. So now I have both Frantic Factories and Gloomy Galleons keys, so now I should actually have Fungi Forest unlocked. Ooh, and the Banana Fairy. Regardless of what item that is, every time you take a photo of them specifically, you'll get a permanent buff to your stats. Just a watermelon slice in there, so I'm gonna worry about that. Seven, that's a little rough. Another watermelon piece. By the way, every time you get a watermelon piece, that's not like actual health upgrades, that's just getting health. Alright, I love how he looks. I have it that like all the settings are completely randomized, And I was like, I didn't expect to get the green Kong. I'm excited to see what other colored Kongs I get. Let's see, what other keys do I have? Also, something really cool is there is a separate program to this that is a banana tracker that you can individually like add all of the stuff you've collected, so you don't got to keep looking back at the menus, which is what I used to use, but for right now I don't have it set up just so I could get the proper OBS overlay and stuff like that set up. Ooh, perfect. Also, I'm not sure if you were here for this, Adzi, but I'm actually playing with that joystick you had gotten me. And it's really nice for platformers. Like, I think this is a wonderful alternative if you're playing a lot of platformers with it. Shit. In order to knock these guys out, you need either the oh wait, I have the shockwave. So say the shockwave, the oranges, or just the music. The shockwave essentially. Oh. Well, I got Chunky Kong. The shockwave is basically just like a super move. It will wipe out like pretty much everything in the game. The only thing that's like better than it is straight up just the music, because the music's just a whole screen wipe. Also, a fun little quirk with this game is if you crouch off a ledge, you do not take fall damage whatsoever, which is how I was able to like zoom to the bottom of this without any fall damage. Essentially, early game DK64 Randomizer, you're just trying to like get your bearings together. So just like collecting whatever you can, seeing if you can find any Kongs early on. What's really cool is they implemented a hint system too. So normally Wrinkly Kong used to give you like basic tips. It was like, ooh, Chunky's extra chunky today, and he can fall through grates. Where this will kind of actually give off, like, actual things where it's just like, this level isn't good for completing stuff, or like, this level is good for, like, finding, like, Lanky Kong's lost toenail. Other cool shit like that. You can even, you can even set up if the hints are direct or not. So you could just be like, oh yeah, golden banana aisle 13. If you really want to. Which is what I kind of do sometimes. I think I even did it for this run. Just so I had it like simplistic. But it's really neat to have like a, an option. Right now I cannot access these shops due to the fact that these characters, or these shopkeepers, are currently locked too. So I actually have to find the shopkeepers on top of everything else. Which is something they had added in the more recent 4.0 patch. something I'm not sure yet, because I haven't really found any golden bananas, is the hints will tell you essentially what you need for endgame. Because there's 2 locked doors at the end of the game that you need to complete your, like, set list of what you need. Originally, I think in base game, it's like you need, like, I think it's like 4, it's either 4 or like 10 crowns or something like that. And, the Nintendo and Rareware coin. But in this, it can be completely random. Oh, banana. But it could be entirely random of what it is. So it could straight up be like, oh yeah, you need 5 bananas, or you could need like the most hardest thing to find. It's like, oh yeah, you need all 5 pearls, which would be a nightmare to collect. What I really like about this is I don't have to deal with this stupid thing. This arcade is the bane of my existence. I cannot, for the life of me, consistently beat the original Donkey Kong, especially on the N64, DK64. It rips me a new one every time. You have to beat the entire game with 1 life on the original version. This version, the mod, actually makes it significantly better. I think it makes you skip a level and you start off with like 5 lives, I think, which is like wonderful. So I'm just gonna do one thing. Hello, James. Hope you're doing well today. I'm going to do one quick thing real quick. There we go, perfect. There's some settings I can off to make this a little faster, which is some of these doors are just automatically opened, where normally you'd have to go through like a whole set list of stuff, like run all the way down to the bottom where I was, and activate the switch there. But sometimes for randomizers, especially like just doing a simple kind of quicker one, it's nice to have that open. I think I actually enabled like all of the games checks to be enabled, so I should actually be able to have most things straight up open for me, or like lack of timers. The health piece. In my runs, normally I'm used to getting like a lot of bananas like front loaded early on, so you get like a lot of tips. But oh, there's one. This run I haven't seen too many. I say that as 2 appear. There's the hints. So let's see what these first hints have to say. For Aztec and the giant mushroom and fungi forest. Okay, cool. any hints that you've already completed, it'll gray out too, which is, you can also disable if you want. If you want it just to always be there. I prefer, like, without fail, just having it, darken. It's so much easier to keep track of things. Well, now I've officially opened up Angry Aztec, so the elevator at the bottom should actually properly open now. Also, welcome everyone new who's come in. This is kind of just a little test stream while I get OBS and everything like that figured out, as I got a new computer that's really nice for streaming, and just wanted to have some like free time to mess around. It's nothing like too serious, not a very serious run, just kind of just having fun. Favorite character? Well, my favorite character, as like just a character, I'd say Chunky Kong. He's who I usually use as like my profile pictures and stuff like that. But if I was to say mechanically, I'd probably say Donkey Kong. Because Donkey Kong's just so nice. Like, he's very versatile. He's like the perfect character to have start off with in like a randomizer run. And it's just really fun in general. How about you? Ooh, getting a lot of nice blueprints. Blueprints are really good to gain more time at the end of the game. So there will be essentially a giant countdown that you have to do. But the more blueprints you've collected, the longer the time limit is, which is really nice. Also, something fun I like. Is it brutal? How do you change the stream delay? I noticed it was really rough. Low latency enabled. Is that through YouTube or OBS? It says it on YouTube, it has it grayed out that says normal latency. That's not something you'd have to restart the stream for, right? Yeah, I noticed it was really bad. Let me check something. Let's see. Latency. It has the stream latency stuff grayed out in the stream settings. Yeah, it won't let me change it for some reason. Maybe I'd have to re-go live. There we go. I sent it to you, Merc. See if anything there could give you an idea. Oh, no, you're good, Merc. I'll go back to kind of do a little bit of gameplay in the meantime. There we go. Something really fun they did in this is like, so you can obviously change like a lot of your colors and like enemy colors and stuff like that, but your instruments also can get recolored. And something cool they did is they tied the coloring with the texture, like the photo of the instrument you have. So like I have a blue instrument, so it pops up as blue on here. Got some stuff for Chunky. There we go. Now I have enough for the boss in this level. Wow. This unlocked. Nope, I do not. But yeah, glad we picked up on the latency stuff beforehand, because I was watching the stream back and I'm like, man, it's like really delayed. Back to the bottom. As a kid, I could never find this area. I don't know what was wrong with me. For some reason, some of these levels, I could just never, ever find sections of the map. Like, I'd find them like once or twice, and then I would go like a long time before finding them again. The R&D room in this level, I think, in this level, and the extra corridor in Creepy Castle, I could never find. The crash. No, it just wow. Okay. I've gotten essentially everything I can think of in here for right now, so I may double check one more time and then I'll head back to another level now that I have more unlocked. Also, something really cool, Merc, is I was kind of doing some stress testing on this PC, and I was playing Echo Point Nova, and then I was also having like OBS open and like a bunch of other stuff. Ow. And getting a bunch of stuff kind of like set up. Just seeing what I could do on this, and it was running so smooth. It made me so happy that I could actually run semi like modern games and actually probably stream it too with like no issue. That has me so excited. Merc, do you think it's worth doing a restart of the stream? Because I'm completely fine with doing that, since like we're still testing it out, and it'd probably be a lot easier on like you to get it like sorted, or not sorted, like easier, better to communicate. Yeah, that's understandable. Let me pop this up.